Anarchy Minecraft servers are somewhat known in the Minecraft community as the toxic and unwelcoming places one should never join. But if you ask pretty much anyone who actually plays on one, they would most likely say it's the best type of service to ever exist. Why is that? Today I'd like to take a moment to talk about the basics of Anarchy servers, why people like them, and what they are all about. Anarchy Minecraft servers are all based on the same principle. There are no rules. All true Anarchy servers do not have any rules regarding their players. That essentially means that you're allowed to do pretty much anything on the server. Cheat, steal, lie, grief, etc. That doesn't mean, however, that there won't be any punishments for doing things regarded as very severe. The definition of such acts varies heavily from server to server, and the punishments can also be very different. The only common factor is usually you cannot be banned, muted, or slayed. The first thing you might notice when you search up Anarchy servers is that 2b2t is the absolute king when it comes to popularity. Thanks to it being the oldest and the most promoted server from the genre, it has attracted a very large player base, which has also some undesirable side effects. However, 2b2t is not the only server. Far from it. There are dozens of other Anarchy servers, some more and some less popular. The second all-time most popular is 9v9t, the server I play on. 9v9t is younger and smaller, but I would say it's way better than 2b2t. If you want to know more about the differences and why you should play 9v9t, watch those videos of mine that I'll leave in the cards. Watch them after this video, not now. Other popular Anarchy servers that are widely known by the public include servers like Constantium, Oldfag, or Nether Anarchy. None of those are cracked, all require premium. Now wait, I mentioned the servers to not be cracked, but what does that mean? Cracked servers are servers which do not require you to have purchased a Minecraft account, meaning you can join it with pirated copies of the game. Such servers are usually better to be avoided, as they are usually poorly run, botted, infested with a terrible community, or all of the above and more. If you join a server and it asks you to /register, then you should just leave. Smoothly moving to the gameplay. Anarchy gameplay is very different to any other gameplay you might encounter on other servers. Since there are no rules and everything is on one map, the spawn is usually known as the Hell biome, and the destruction tends to fade away the farther you go. Since griefing is very common, players who want to build bases usually move hundreds of thousands, if not even millions of blocks out of spawn to ensure their base's safety. Of course, this won't make it 100% grief proof, but it will be harder to find on accident. To ease navigation, nether highways are maintained by various groups depending on the server. These usually cover the 4 cardinal directions and also the 4 diagonal ones, but there might be more. If you want a more detailed explanation on how to hide your base, you can watch this video by me where I talk exactly about that. Building is cool and all, but where do I get food, materials, or gear? Wouldn't that require a ton of grinding? On a normal Minecraft server, yes. However, on Anarchy servers, thanks to the no rules environment, there is a very particular tradition that is banned on almost any other server: duping. Players dupe everything and make so-called stashes where they keep the duped items. This allows more established players to store their in-game wealth, build bases quicker, and have a restock point for their gear and whatever they might need. Since Anarchy servers allow cheating, Minecraft utility clients are used to push Minecraft's game mechanics to the limits and find new elaborate ways of duplicating items. If you want to know more about duping, watch this video. One of the bigger questions I get asked about building on Anarchy servers is simply, why? Why build when you know it will be destroyed sooner or later? The answer might differ from player to player, but for me personally, I don't care all that much. Building is a fun thing to do with your friends, and if the base gets griefed, you just move to a next one that you can strive to make even better. I am sure though that others can have vastly different reasons, but I can't speak for everyone. Building is not the only thing people do. There are also a lot of PvPers. These people stay at spawn and fight others with crystal PvP, the most popular method of PvP nowadays on Anarchy servers. I won't go into detail because I do not know much about the topic, But the only thing I can definitely say is that PvP groups and PvPers in general are frowned upon in the community and often seen as angry kids. There's also a small group of griefers, people who only grief others' bases, but they're a boring and annoying group that I really won't get into. Most of the people who grief are members of other building groups that for some reason didn't like the one who built the base. The last type of people are Nomads. These people are usually new or unknown players, remaining without a base or a group, wandering around the server. They might base hunt or just visit old ruins of formerly big bases. Well, being Nomad is so boring, I hear you say. What can I do to become known? Good question. I get asked it over and over, but my reply is usually the same. There are only two ways of getting known. You either talk and interact with the community for a long time by, for example, chatting every day on the official Discord server, or by doing something big, like for example Radiars, who made 2 extremely huge bases mostly by himself. Technically, you can also make YouTube videos because this Vaxry guy has a terrible schedule, am I right? Because of all of this, Anarchy servers that have been running for a long time have an insane amount of history, bases and groups. That's what happens when you leave hundreds of thousands of people to do whatever they want. People make friends and enemies, and basically have fun while not worrying about getting banned. So now, the question is, will you try it? It never hurts to join and see for yourself how you like it. I'd say if you've never played on an Anarchy server before, launch app 1.12 on Impact, join 9b19 and try to escape spawn. It's a really unique and fun experience.